On the CBS soap opera Bold and the Beautiful, Hope Logan is seen pleading with Thomas Forrester after Steffy Forrester's plot proved to be more successful than she had anticipated. After both Steffy and her brother have a successful run in the romance area, it seems that B&B knocks them down a notch. As Thomas courted Hope Logan, his admirers grew to like him. Fans of Steffy adored seeing her have an almost faultless marriage. Now that they're gradually pushing both Forrester siblings in the direction of their darker tendencies, it seems the soap opera has had enough. This week on B&B, Hope Logan, Annika No, opened up to Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, completely. Fans found it bland even though he blamed it all on her. He informs Hope that he met someone who accepted his proposal of marriage after she rejected his. Even during the era of Bold and the Beautiful, Thomas entered into an engagement much too soon. Hope expressed her desire for some time to pass before considering marriage on Bold and the Beautiful many times. However, it seems that Thomas only wants a wife for some reason. Since discovering that her brother intends to be married, Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, has had a persistent smile on her face. However, Torsten Kay's character Ridge Forrester is reluctant to accept this quick transformation. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers state that this father is questioning his kid while he is alone himself with Thomas this week. Not Steffy, who deems it her duty to watch Hope Logan closely. Steffy swore therefore when she saw Hope giving Thomas a farewell peck on the cheek. The Forrester daughter is thus concerned that Hope could persuade Thomas Forrester to reconsider. This implies that she must be aware, just as her father is, that this marriage isn't meant to be. Or at least not this quickly. Fans of Bold and the Beautiful believe that Steffy Forrester is pressuring her brother to marry Paris, despite the fact that this is blatantly wrong, in order to punish Hope. In the grand scheme of things, it seems that she will exchange her brother's pleasure for her plan to punish Hope Logan. It seems as if he is indifferent to the person. He moved so fast from Hope to someone else. However, he is unable to express his love for Paris Buckingham, Diamond White, via words. Bold and Beautiful spoilers don't need to be read to realize that this is far from finished. Thomas Forrester's engagement announcement this week served as a tough reality check for Hope Logan. She was really affected by it, and she is now certain that Thomas is the guy she wants in her life. But is it really too late? Thomas persisted in attributing Hope's death to her. He thinks it's her fault because she turned down his offers for marriage. But when he told her that he hoped she was so passionate about his leaving before he went, it seemed like he was second-guessing himself. The route thus probably returns Thomas to Hope, but not before Steffy Forrester tries to force her will on the matter. According to spoilers, she keeps tearing them apart whenever she feels that these two are about to have a reboot. However, Bold and the Beautiful fans believe that for a time, Steffy and Thomas Forrester will be up against Hope Logan. At least until the other characters discover that Steffy was a major factor in keeping Thomas and Hope apart and in breaking them up in the first place. And both Steffy's father and husband most likely make that finding. There are clues in Bold and the Beautiful that Steffy Forrester is still forcing Hope Logan out of Forrester Creations. Thus, this stepsister intends to ruin her profession and romantic relationships. However, many believe Thomas will ultimately come around, and Hope Logan's circumstances on the CBS serial opera will probably alter. Writing a 5,000-word news article would be too long for a standard soap opera plot. Instead, I'll provide a thorough synopsis for the plot of Thomas finds amusement in Hope's Desperation, that includes character insights, in-depth analysis, and possible future events. This will provide you with an overview that touches on several narrative points, character relationships, and possible plot twists. This is how it may appear. Brave and the Lovely. Thomas laughs at Hope's desperation. Overview. Fans of The Bold and the Beautiful are giddy with excitement at the newest developments as the complex web of relationships, power struggles, and emotional upheaval keeps coming apart. Thomas Forrester and Hope Logan, two characters whose nuanced pasts and changing relationships have enthralled viewers for years, are at the core of this drama as it develops. In the most recent turn of events, Thomas begins to find amusement in Hope's increasing desperation, a development that might upend the show's storyline at its core. An account of turbulence in history. It's crucial to go back and review Thomas and Hope's past in order to completely comprehend the significance of the present plot. Their relationship has been everything from simple, characterized by manipulation, obsession, and sincere moments of bonding. Much of the drama in previous years has been driven by Thomas's love with Hope. His actions have ranged from well-planned plans to times of frailty when his underlying emotional problems were made clear. Hope, however, has never been able to fully reconcile her feelings of sympathy for Thomas with her suspicion of his sinister side. The tight atmosphere generated by this push-and-pull dynamic has kept spectators on the edge of their seats. The most recent events indicate that their relationship may be approaching a breaking point due to Thomas's increased passive-aggressive behavior. The present circumstance. Hope finds herself in an increasingly vulnerable situation in the most recent episodes. She is left trying to put her life back together after making a number of choices that have made her apart from the people she loves. There's no denying her desperation, and it's at this vulnerable moment that Thomas reappears. Thomas decides to remain on the sidelines and laugh at Hope's hardships rather than lending a supportive hand. Compared to his previous compulsive, controlling conduct, this response is a sharp contrast. Thomas is willing to let Hope self-destruct, finding a strange enjoyment in her situation, rather than attempting to control her directly. Analysis of Thomas Forrester's character. Characters like Thomas Forrester have long straddled the line between good and evil. His behavior is often motivated by a deep-seated desire for acceptance, affection, and approval that he has been looking for in all the wrong places. Many of his machinations were initially motivated by his infatuation with Hope, but as the plot develops, it becomes evident that Thomas is changing, or deteriorating, into something more complicated. His laughter at Hope's plight betrays a change in his disposition. Thomas no longer seems to be the frantic guy who would stop at nothing to gain her affection. Now he seems colder, even cynical. This shift may be seen as an indication of his developing maturity, but it might equally portend a more sinister decline into resentment and hatred. The unanswered question is whether Thomas's fresh outlook is a reflection of his true development or a cover-up for more serious problems. Is he really putting Hope's fixation behind him, or is he just seeking new means to dominate her life?